Hello, and welcome back to the All Upstairs Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today and being a part of this gorgeous community of light. Today's reading was inspired by the poem Still I Rise by Maya Angelou. I found this poem to be so incredibly moving and just so inspirational, and just it has such a beautiful fiery energy to it that really reminded me of the Nine of Wands. So that's where this reading today came from. There's a lot of people that I've met with recently that are going through some very tumultuous, challenging times, and I'm just in awe of their perseverance and their inner strength and the courage and the tenacity that the human spirit must rise to and meet life's challenges, because we all have had these moments within our lives where we have to show this inner strength and this resilience to keep showing. So no matter if we're traversing the waters of grief or trauma or illness or stress or adversity, we all meet life's challenges. So today I've chosen 3 different Nine of Wands to help you to be guided into the tarot decks that I will be using in each one of the readings. And in each reading, we will dive into different aspects of your courage and inner strength and whatever else the Spirit wants to share with you. And I trust that Spirit will bring forward in alignment with your highest good and for whoever these messages reach. So if you would take a moment and center yourself and tune into your intuition and feel which deck most resonates with you. Perhaps you're drawn to multiple, and if so, go with that. But there will be timestamps in the description box below with each of the decks where you can go ahead and click on each one. That will take you to each deck or each pile, and I will see you in the piles in just a moment. Hello, pile number 1. So you were drawn here to this tarot deck. I am going to put this Nine of Wands away and then put your cards off to the side, and we're actually going to start by drawing some cards and understanding what it is that you're showing resilience in. What are you going through? And yeah, just what's going on right now in your life, pile number 1, just so that we can get a clear understanding. So Spirit, could you kindly share the very best card for pile number 1 on how they're showing up in this world with their beautiful resilience? Thank you. Okay, so we have the Inner Temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. Wow, gorgeous. Okay, so pile number 1, you are very, very spiritually connected to the higher power, source, God. You're showing resilience through your faith, and that is such a gorgeous way to express resilience. Let's find out what else, Spirit, for pile number 1. How are they showing up in this world with their resilience? How are they moving through their challenges? Wow. Okay. Wow. Any tea leaves from this for pile number 1, please, Spirit? That was some forceful energy, which I love, because it just shows me that Spirit is very much present, guiding you, sharing their energy. Shark, take care, or there will be a loss of material wealth. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Wreath, sorrow over a loss. Okay. Sunrise, new creative ideas, ventures, a fresh start. And November. Mountains and snow. Okay. Let's put that one over here. Actually, let's do this. Okay, so what you are showing resilience in. I think grief is definitely a big part of your experience right now, pile number 1. And just being connected to a higher power, maybe your loved ones in spirit, something that you've lost. Doesn't have to be a loved one, but maybe you lost a job, or maybe I just feel like you've been attacked by something that was very aggressive, or, just not a deep, something that came from the deep, or like something that really hit deep. With the waters there, cold as well. I think somebody I don't want to say mistreated you, but I feel like they did you wrong. And that's something that you're navigating right now. Either someone has betrayed you or something has happened with a significant loss, perhaps with money, like somebody stole from you, or maybe there was some money stuff happening after somebody crossed over. Let's see what else. Let's see. Let's draw a couple more cards. Spirit, could you kindly share the very best card from this deck for pile number 1? Thank you. Okay, so we have surrender resentments. Holding on to resentment only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. Yeah, I feel like somebody did you wrong for sure with that one. And I mean, you're absolutely right to be angry. Your anger is justified. Shame on them for that. I'm sorry that you had people do this. But know that God and Spirit's never going to lead you astray. And perhaps this situation happened so that you would lean in closer to Spirit to help you to be guided towards people, situations, circumstances that best serve you, and that you deserve better. Resentment and anger is such a tricky energy because we hold on to pain because we're hurt, because people attacked us, because, it was an unpleasant experience. When we hold on to it, though, we also put almost like a block up to the good stuff in life as well. So what I have found works really well for me for getting rid of some of the anger and resentments is doing a forgiveness meditation, or even if I can't forgive yet, I'll work on trying to accept what happened, because the first step for me to be at peace with something is always through acceptance of what is. So we could be mad about it, absolutely. But if we resist what happened, or if we put up walls to being able to move on, which is very, very normal, it can be really hard to help us to find that sunlight again, to help find that peace and that joy and all that happiness that we want in life. So as you continue to show your resilience through Spirit, also ask Spirit for support with surrendering any anger or pain from this, anything that numbs you. I also feel like with this experience, let's see, we'll ask Spirit for a card for you again. This one was what popped out, I felt. So one of your greatest strengths through this is your family, your soul family, your tribe, those who you connect and you love, people who have your back forever and want to wish you well, want to see you well, want to lead you to a higher high. Those are the types of people that will be your greatest strength and what you can rely on right now, pile number 1, during this time where you're rising above this circumstance that has happened. So really lean on your soul family, your loved ones, and find things that bring you joy and color to your life. So like things that make you feel vibrant and vivacious and alive and lit up and just joyous. Sometimes we can find family, I don't know why, but I just felt like music and like going and playing and singing and like something creative with that type of family friendship vibe. What else do I feel? Yeah, just people you feel safe around, that you can trust and you can really lean on. There are those people around. Really follow your intuition on, where Spirit's guiding you. Sharks are very, very intuitive. So they can almost feel and sense and perceive through their energy and their energetic field who feels like family and who does not. So I do feel like this is going to be a huge strength for you. Spirit, what else for pile number 1, please? Can you kindly share the gift? What gift is coming from this? Could you kindly share the gift Perfect. Thank you so much. Oh, wow. Angels of the Four Directions and Decrease. Okay, I love that. So, again, we're being shown that a huge gift in this experience is your connection to the spirit realm, to be purified, to find the light. There is something that you're going through with this experience that's bringing you spiritual transformation on such a high level. Like this gold down here just makes me feel like you're surrounded by the highest, by the divine, unconditional love. The water is interesting with the decrease card. I also feel like if you are losing, if you've lost a job, if there's been a decrease in money with this also coming up, I feel like it's going to show you that family and other things in life mean so much more to you. Absolutely, we have to, um, pay our bills. But with the sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, new fresh starts, there is a huge blessing, pile number one, with this loss in income or loss in money, because it's going to, by you leaning on spirit and your spirit family and your loved ones here on earth, as you let go of what your attachments or any past pains or anger, resentments towards what you've lost, you're a creative being, pile number one. What you're going to bring and manifest for yourself with this fresh start, like maybe you just had like a couple of flowers, but now I feel like you have a whole bouquet. Like there's so much more you get from this new inspiration, this new idea that you would not have found yourself going towards if you did not trust and lean on spirit. So, spirit, how are you supporting pile number one? You're showing up everywhere, but thank you so much. Wow. Choose harmonious responses, act with wisdom and grace. Oh, Archangel Samael. I feel very zen because I'm walking through the fires of transformation, but I'm doing so peacefully. It's really interesting. These bowls, and I'm not an expert in Eastern cultures or Asian cultures, but I do know that there is something about when things are broken in what might be it's either Chinese or Japanese. I don't know specifics, but one of them, when you put together the vessel after it's been broken, it's like the light comes in where the cracks were. But with this, it's the gold is placed within the vessel, and it's actually now more beautiful than it was because it was broken, and now it's like being put together, and the glue is spirit here. So it's going to be so transformative. Pile one. Wow. Okay. We have cherry blossoms and we have winds of change, cutting away the old. I feel like if you feel called to ask for the highest support in alignment with your highest good with this transformation, and ask for everything to come out fair, just, harmonious, balanced, be wise. Don't act from your lower self. I know sometimes we can want to retaliate because it feels good to get even. But I feel like in this situation, you're being called to act from your heart and from your higher self. And when you do, again, the bigger gift will be given to you. This is an opportunity for you to really step up and show spirit that you're ready for more. And to trust that even though you might not have the same amount that you once did, that they'll always have your back. They'll always be able to help you, and to be wise with your choices. If you know that a loss in financial resources is around, shift your spending so that it creates harmony and balance. And you will be guided through this 100%. With November being one of the beginning months of the winter, I do feel like this is the beginning stage of this. I know some of you might not love to hear that, but for some of you, this is the beginning of the winter. So be mindful of that as part of the journey, but the sun will rise again. I don't know timing on when, but let's pull some tarot cards and let's find out some timing around. Spirit, could you kindly share with pile number 1 more information about this creative idea, this new fresh beginning, timeline on when? Let's do the creative idea first. Could you kindly share with pile number 1, thank you, more about the creative idea, this fresh new start? Oh my gosh, the King of Wands. Okay, so this is like major powerhouse of creative expression. So when I initially tuned into this, I do feel like there's something currently blocking your creative expression. Perhaps maybe with the throat chakra, with the yellow canary, and just being with the voice. Again, with Archangel Samael, we're going through the flames of transformation. What are you passionate about? That's what I'm hearing. What makes you in full bloom? What makes your heart sing? If you've been working consistently and you've not had any time for yourself to be able to play and express your creativity, this is why this is happening. Spirit wants you to live a fun and joyful creative life. So, with that, Spirit, how can they unblock what is being blocked right now? What can create this harmonious pathway forward? How can they tap into this creative energy, please? Ooh, the Devil. And we have the Seven of Wands. Okay, so we have the Devil on the highest vibration is liberation from fears, doubts, and anxieties, or anything that you feel you're attached to. The Seven of Wands. Feeling like you have to defend yourself. And it's interesting because I said throat chakra, and here we are with his tongue wide open and his mouth open, waiting for the mouse to go right on in. You've gotten yourself maybe in what you think is a very tricky situation. But you know what, pile number 1, it is through our challenges that we learn and grow and transform the most and find peace and light. Anytime we go through the darkness, it's because we are being gifted an opportunity to see how bright we shine, to see how light we are, to see our gifts, to see the sun rise again. Not because Spirit has left us out high and dry and cold, not because we should live in fear or be angry of what once was. The only reason Spirit takes anything away or causes us to have major shifts is because there is such a larger picture at play where they want you to have the very best. We are not born in a world to suffer. We are born on this earth to play and have fun and bring joy and lightness and connection to one another. So there's a reason you have a purpose, pile number 1, to bring light onto this earth. There's an illusion that's currently blocking you from thinking that you are connected to this light. And you are. We are always connected to the light of God, to source, to consciousness. There is never a moment where we are ever disconnected. So, how do we move through that? Liberation of fears, getting out of a tricky situation with the Seven of Wands. You don't have to defend yourself. I don't feel like this is something you have to be on the defense about. Spirit, how do we get out of this? What do you say? Spirit, help us understand. Show me more. What are we doing? This one? Anything else? This one. All right. Have happy. Oh my goodness, the sun. How we get out of. I just have to laugh because that's such a great card. It's the happiest card in the tarot deck. It's optimism, it's peace, it's love, it's joy, it's enlightenment with your mindset. Okay, so this is something that's going on in our mind space. What are you telling yourself? Which is so normal to have. When we go through hard times, it's so easy to fall into the, oh my gosh, life is doing these things to me again. What did I do? Because it's like if we're given trial after trial after trial and our resilience is like running thin, how easy is it to be like, where is God in this? Why are we doing this again? So know that, again, God in spirit is 100% with you. And with the Sun card, I truly feel like this is you to have full material happiness, of joyous, successful outcome. And it's not just to have material, it's for you to be able to enjoy the process of you creating. So maybe you hated your job, or maybe you hated where you lived, or maybe maybe that's where this resentment comes in. Like you were not happy with your coworkers. You thought it was total doo-doo, but you did it anyways to pay your bills. You're not here to pay your bills, be miserable, and die. You're here to live a life of peace, love, joy, happiness, to live the fullest expression of you. You don't have to be connected to this, stuff that's soul sucking. You're not stuck and trapped. Spirit puts you through this challenge to show you how amazing you are and how amazing Spirit is. With the Page of Swords, I feel like this one's usually about new creative ideas, or being curious and trying out new things. It could also mean embracing your truth, being honest with yourself. Maybe you were really bored and you were over your colleagues. Maybe you were just like or maybe you told yourself you peaked at something. You're like, oh gosh, I'm never going to be able to do better than what I had. And that's totally a lie, because again, Spirit would never ever take something away from us without there being a higher purpose. So start looking for the blessings, start looking for the silver linings. And if it's not anything to do with work and money, start finding the blessings, just period. So showing gratitude for the air we breathe, showing gratitude for the food and water that you have, because sometimes shifts within our mind space have to come from just being grateful and saying thank you to Spirit for the here and now, and finding the silver lining, which will then lead to opening up a space for higher consciousness to come in and say, hey, well, what about this? Have you considered this as something you could do? Or, like maybe you have something pull at you that's like, hey, remember that project that you started 3 years ago? Remember that book that you started writing? You remember that painting you started doing? You remember how you used to love music? You remember how you used to, like, all of these things start to poke at you because you have the bandwidth and the space to hear Spirit. Because if we're constantly working and we're constantly stressed and we're constantly going into the day to day, we don't have space to hear Spirit because we're too wrapped up in our normal everyday lives. But this is an opportunity, I think, for you to really go within your heart, meditate, really clear any of the past stuff. The strength of your loved ones is around you. The strength of Spirit is around you, so that you can have a brand new beginning. So you can disconnect and be liberated from this, and you can live out life that you love, that you absolutely love. All right. The Temple. Wow. Okay, pile one. Like, if you aren't meditating, or if you're not going within and communicating to your higher self, your source, your spirit, your God, like, not just praying and asking for support, but actually listening and like really devoting to what they share and tell you, I would 100% do that, because you're not alone and you're not trapped. And I feel like they're trying to get your attention and reach out to you. The more you clear your mind and get rid of these fears and these anxieties, and the more you focus on the light and all the possibilities, all of the goodness, all of the things that you have currently right now that are going right, the more you focus on that, the more you're going to start generating those positive, affirming, solution-based opportunities. It takes, I feel, 26 or 28 days to establish a new neural pathway within your mind. So be very mindful over a full lunar cycle, 28 days, and really affirm to yourself, I trust Spirit. I trust myself. I can do this. I let go of what no longer serves me. I step into my full power. I listen and follow spirits. I'm not stuck. I can do this. I follow the light. I speak peace. I speak truth. I speak wisdom. Whatever resonates for you, pile number one. Know that you're not alone. Your family, again, is your biggest strength, your soul family, your friends, your loved ones nearby helping you. Devote your time to going within and taking care of yourself, and be very, very mindful about what needs to go, and be very discerning with your thoughts. And be sure to ask Spirit too to help you with reframing some of these thoughts. Ask them to support you with that, because we can ask for those kinds of support. We can say, please take away our fears, Spirit. Like, please help me to have my courage, and, please take away my ego that's getting in my way of living my best life. Because that's what the devil is. The devil is also our ego. So, pile number 1, this was your reading for today. Thank you so much for being a part of this community and for being here today. If you feel called to like, share, or subscribe, or to leave a comment below letting me know what it is you're navigating, how you're showing your resilience and your inner strength and your tenacity in this world, and how you're shining your beautiful light, I would love to hear from you. And if you feel called to subscribe, you will get notified the next time I upload a video. So, pile number 1, have a beautiful day. I love you, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 2. You're drawn here to this beautiful 9 of fire. And I'm going to put this card in the tarot deck off to the side, and we're going to start with drawing some oracle cards. So, Spirit, could you kindly share with pile number 2 how they are showing resilience right now, or how they can show resilience right now in whatever adversities they're facing in their life? The very best card. Oh, 2 cards. Okay, beautiful. And anything that pile number 2 can surrender, please, Spirit. Alrighty. Thank you. Okay. So, pile number 2. Let's see what we got. We have the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Wow. Okay. And Pillar of Light. Your vibrations rising. You are the Oracle. Wow. Okay. Beautiful. Pile number 2. This is awesome. Okay. And let's see. Surrender to setting limits. It's healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice exercising or expressing your needs. And remember that no is a complete sentence. Surrender your fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always, whether you're afraid of change in your job, health, or relationship, or you fear aging or death. Repeat this affirmation: I have faith that all is well. Okay, so pile number 2. You are a powerhouse. Let me just start by saying that. Whatever you are experiencing right now and you're showing resilience in within your life, know that this is a situation that you have been, this is not the first life that you've experienced this before. I feel very, very much grounded and centered and confident in that this is connected to your soul purpose, being a channel or a rainbow bridge for spirit, or bringing down new vibrations. Like, you are a warrior of the new earth. For those of you who know what that means, just, you are a way shower, you are a leader, and what you're going through right now is helping you to create a stronger foundation so that you can help others and to show others that it can be done a different way. It's a very big mission, pile number 2. I am so excited for you. You have also boundaries here as well. So we have the boundaries with setting limits and saying no. I think maybe because you are, well, a strong person and very aligned and connected to spirit, people might come to you for help a lot, or perhaps they see you as someone that they can lean on, but it's something with your energy and your vibe. And I did say exercising instead of expressing. So exercising your needs. Exercising also makes me think of like movement, setting limits and movement. Maybe you're doing too much. Saying no to doing too much, taking on too much. Maybe you're someone who doesn't have to do so much. Your vibration and how you hold space is the work, pile number 2. Let's get confirmation from Spirit on that. For pile number 2, can you kindly, wow, okay. Well, ask and it shall be given. I don't think we need quite this many, so I am going to shuffle and ask for Spirit to... Okay, we're going to definitely keep Shark, and then we'll keep those, and then we'll call it good. Okay. So Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. And then we have Shark, take care or there'll be loss of material wealth. This also came out in pile number 1, so if you were drawn to pile number 1, that might be there for you as well. Okay. And then we have Lily, spiritual love. Beautiful. Love that. Wreath. Oh, interesting. These definitely came out in pile number 1. Sorrow over a loss. November. Lightning, control your anger, you'll be sorry. I definitely feel like there's a connection there for you, pile number 1. And Wall, misunderstanding. Okay. Okay. I feel like you might be in some type of karmic, spiritual soul connection level. Like there is a higher where you're showing your biggest strengths and what you're showing and doing and going through and processing on some higher karmic level. You've been processing this for a long time, learning and growing as a soul. I think there's something that you are being called to step up and do independently and not to have enmeshed relationships. That it's okay to express your boundaries, to say no, and to not... part of me feels like you might... anger expressed in a healthy way is an emotion that lets you know that your boundaries are being crossed. So with lightning here and pointing to anger, it makes me want to share that anger is healthy in a way in which it shows you that something is not right. And that way you can make changes and adjustments and you can shift how you do things. And sometimes that means putting up boundaries and saying absolutely not, just like this. With the wreath and flower and the lily, spiritual love. This makes me think of eternity and connectedness and commitment. Committing to, I think, your beauty, your gifts. Let's draw some more cards. Okay, so let's see. What is your greatest strength? Spirit, can you please share with pile number 2 their greatest strength as a soul and what they can really depend on, lean on, what they know that they can always go back to. Thank you. We have medicine rights and accomplishments. I feel like whatever you speak into the universe, whatever your heart really desires, what you ask for from spirit, you're a powerful creator and manifester. I mean, it's like, look at this lightning literally coming from her hands. That's energy. Lightning is a form of electricity. It's a form of energy. You're a powerful, energetic healer. Pile number 2. Your gifts what your beauty comes from this beautiful energetic connection that you have with spirit, with source, with everyone in the world, which is probably why it might feel like people keep taking, or maybe you feel like you just can't figure out, you know, how to move on, or how to get connected to your power. How you take your power back and how you control your electricity, pile number 2, is saying no to people. Saying, I'm not here for this. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to let you have this. Like, I am autonomous in my own right, my own vibe. I think there's also a misunderstanding with energy, or how let's find out. Let's find what's the gift from this. What's the gift from this spirit that they're learning, they're working through, they're experiencing within this challenge? What is the gift that they are on a soul level being aware of? Yes, your authenticity. I love it. And we have releasing the victim mentality. Okay, so the gift from this is you choosing you. You choosing you over everyone else. You're someone who's a giver. You have a lot to give. You have a beautiful heart, pile number 2, and you do not have to remain within this enmeshment of people taking so much from you. You can say, nope, this is my boundaries. I have my own connection to spirit. I have my boundaries. I have my own unique birthright in, having abundance. It is my birthright to be a sovereign being on earth, experiencing earth however I choose, and I can say no to things that don't align with me, that aren't for me. Sometimes we need to put up walls, especially if we're gorgeous, loving beings of light that live from the heart, especially sensitive people who are very intuitive, and Scorpio energies, like November's Scorpio energies. These are people are Scorpios can feel to the deepest parts of people's souls. Like, they really feel everything. I mean, it's a beautiful gift, but dang, if you're not sure how to manage all of that depth, it can be very painful. So I feel like it's important for you, pile number 2, to put your foot down and just take back your power and say, I'm not doing this anymore. Like, I have faith that all is well. Trust in what you're getting from spirit. So even if it seems scary to make this change, you will feel so powerful when you do it, because you're going to see how good you feel and how much more of yourself you feel like by standing in this kind of energy. What angels or spirit guides or informations are helping pile number 2? Thank you. Okay, so we have Archangel Shamuel. Open your heart and give and receive love. Your essence is love. I love this so much. Pile number 2. Wow. We have Archangel Mariel. Manifest for the highest good. Work with pure love. Wow. Okay, pile number 2. This is just unbelievable. Look at your strong pillar of light here, here, and here. You carry so much love, and you're able to give and receive and send that love. If you are not aware of your depth of your spiritual gifts, or how you share love with the world, I would absolutely encourage you to explore that through meditation. I'm sure you understand how gifted you are intuitively, because you're connected to such a high vibration, and you have been for so many lifetimes. So the challenges that you're being gifted right now, pile number 2, helps you to open up and love yourself and work from this place of love. So if you are exhausted all the time, if you are constantly trying to strive and make things work, and constantly trying to do things for people out of love, if you are running on empty and you're not able to give from a full vessel, then you're not fully embodying your purest, most divine essence, because we're only able to give to the level that we are fulfilled. So I feel like Spirit's also saying, with the setting limits, do not be an overgiver. I understand that you could love everyone and want to save all the animals and want to be, a hero, because you are a huge gift to the world, pile number 2. However, if you're not helping yourself, and if you're finding yourself in a place of discomfort or pain or lack, or, ask yourself, what do I need? What are my needs? Don't always be the giver. Be the person that says, you know what, I'm going to take my power back. I'm going to say no to giving to the point of me being totally depleted and empty out of fear of not being loved. You're loved, pile number 2, by God, by source, by the creator who created you. You're born of unconditional love, and there's nothing in this entire world that can take that away from you. So with this powerful and creative energy that you have channeling literally through you, you can create whatever it is your heart desires. You are electric. You can stand on this stage and bask in your full glory, knowing that you are loved exactly who you are as you were created. And with that, you have the power to create whatever reality you want. You're not stuck, and you don't have to keep doing this. You can put up walls and say, no more. That feels so powerful, pile number 2. Let's see what else Spirit has to share with you. If there's any additional messages, I feel like we've been given so many beautiful messages for pile number 2, but is there anything else, Spirit, for pile number 2 that we need to share, that you want to share, that you're excited about? Okay, 5 of air. An unwise choice, learn what you can from this situation, review everyone's motives. The end of a difficult situation, embrace change and expect things to get better, recovering from an addiction. And the 2 of fire, you've come into your own. New partnership contracts continue to move forward. Okay, wow. So this is where you've been. You were in a circumstance, a situation where it was just conflict, not comfy, not very good, and it's ended. If it hasn't already ended, it is going to end very soon, and it's going to end when you decide to make a choice to stand up for yourself and say no more. And when you do, and you decide, I'm going to love myself, I'm going to take care of me, things are going to get better because I say, I choose me, I want these things for me, I am a divine being of love. I'm going to say no to people and places and things that don't serve me anymore. I want a better job. I want, great health. I want healthy, loving relationships. I know that, everything is going to work out so well for me. That Spirit, God has done this so that I can create new, more fulfilling partnerships, so that I can grow as a human. So this is just confirmation of everything that we just went through, pile number 2. This is amazing. I'm so excited for you. Don't back down. I just want to let you know how powerful you are. If you have any concerns, ask the angels of love. Yes, your new beginning, the inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. Step up, don't step down. You can do this. Ask to be connected to the highest source of love. Ask love to flood your being, to give you courage and strength to move through this, to have the strength to ground this beautiful new creative endeavor into the earth and to really start new, because it's going to bring you abundance, pile number 2. It's going to be gorgeous. You're going to love it. You're connected. You're so connected to the universe. People need your gifts. People need to hear what you have to say. People need to know about this. And only you, because you are created as an individual being of light, you're the only one in the entire world that has the set of unique gifts and talents that you can share. It is your divine birthright to live an abundant, peaceful, and happy, joyous life that's fulfilling to you, whatever that means for you. And you have powerful creation skills to make it happen. Pile number 2, this was your reading. I am so very excited for you, pile number 2. I'd love to hear what you're transitioning away from, what you're stepping into with courage and inner strength and expanding your gifts, how you're sharing this with your world, what you're saying no to. I'd love to hear from you in the comment section below. And if you feel called to like, share, or subscribe this video to my channel, this video, I would love that. I love that you're part of this community, and I would love to see you again in the next video. So pile number 2, have a beautiful day. Know that you are so, so, so loved and that you are love, and we'll see you again. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 3. You are drawn here to this 9 of Wands. I'm going to put your tarot cards off to the side over here, and we're going to draw some oracle cards first. So we're going to ask Spirit how you are showing your resilience right now, what you are going through, just a little bit about what you're navigating and how you're rising. Pile number 3. So Spirit, could you kindly share the very best card for pile 3? Oof, I like these. Okay. And we're also going to ask Spirit for what to accept or surrender right now, and how it will help you navigate this. Wow. Okay. So those. All right. Cool. So pile number 2, we have Yes and Pillar of Light. This also came out in pile number 2, so you may have been drawn to that. The 3 fates. So fate and destiny is knocking, and you're being called to step into your, oh gosh, divine calling, your soul's path. Yes. Wow. Cool. Okay, so your soul's path, your life journey has been perfectly designed for your soul growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. I'm hearing there's just water under the bridge, and you're ready to cross over into the next phase. Like, this is just water under the bridge. Surrender to effortlessness. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of forcing the river. Water under the bridge. We're just trying to flow. That's funny. And surrender the idea that you can fix someone. It takes time for a relationship to shift. It does not work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. Oh, that one's a toughie. But yes. If you are a healer, pile number 3, or I also heard this is also applicable to spouses and friends, loved ones. We cannot make them do anything. We have to let them embrace their own journey, no matter how connected we are, and no matter how clear we see maybe you're an oracle, or like a clairvoyant, or an intuitive, and you're really connected to the divine, and you know what somebody, like how to help somebody, and it doesn't matter how hard you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Okay, let's see what else we got. So Spirit, could you kindly share with pile number 3 more information about how they're showing up and they're showing their resilience, please? And I have another half of this deck, so that first one didn't feel right. So let's see, pile number 3, please, Spirit, how they are showing their resilience. Okay. We have leg, stepping into a new experience. Well, family wishes coming true. Wishing well. Career. Lion, time to act. Ooh, and nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Okay. We talked about family with this, didn't we? Feathering your own nest. Okay, so you're showing resilience within your family, and you're showing a lot of courage and strength. Maybe you're standing up and doing something that goes against your family beliefs, or maybe you're stepping up and speaking about something within your career, maybe writing a book, maybe sharing something on social media. There's something about how you express yourself and what you do that I feel like is against maybe how you were brought up. However, you are very powerful. You have a lot of strength and stability while you're crossing from one endeavor into another. And you're with this security, the wishing well, your wishes are coming true. You're stepping into these wishes. You don't have to try so hard. I think that's a big thing too. If we're used to working in a paradigm, or we've been raised in a place where it's like you have to work yourself to death or work yourself to the bone or whatever. Like there's a lot of sayings like that where it's just like work hard and give it all you got. And it's like, okay, or we could flow and allow things to happen with ease and grace and just like live our best life. So there's been a lot of experiences that this has brought for you, pile number 3, I think over the course of quite a long time. And I think it's bled into some of your very, very close relationships. Maybe you felt like you've had to guard your heart, or, had to adapt or help somebody so that you could help yourself. But I don't feel like you have to do anything. You can just let things go and flow. And I think you're going to be amazed the more you focus on you and just allowing yourself to feel free and to express yourself and to be strong within who you are, and just like follow your inner guidance and your faith. You'll be amazed at how things transform in other areas. So, Spirit, what is pile number 3's greatest strength? What can they really lean on as they're going through this new experience, new journey? I think they know what they're stepping into, but what's their greatest strength that they can just deeply rely on as they make this transition? Thank you so much. So we have Shaker, the truth. You are a mover and a shaker, pile number 3, but you don't have to push it. You're a healer. You help with transformation. I really feel like the essence of who you are transforms energy around you. Your healing presence happens just by you being you. So if you ever have people like get mad or like get triggered by your presence, know that it's just who you are. Your light triggers their light, but I think it can maybe sometimes cause passionate transformation. It's not a bad thing at all. So just keep leaning on your truth, keep trusting what you're speaking, sharing. You're here to shake up and create a new paradigm. You're not here to, go with the flow. You're a mover and a shaker, pile number 3. You're here to create change. And you're following this destiny. You are in alignment. Just keep trusting and keep going. I think that's the very best guidance for you for this. That you're on the right path. So angels, guardian angels, guides of the highest light and unconditional love, if they need additional support, could you please kindly share who would best serve pile number 3? What could they lean on in times of challenging times? Thank you. So we have the Seraphim, Seraphina, be an ambassador of earth, build your bridge to source. So going back to being a pillar, sitting in meditation, seeking your true sacred knowledge. If you're connected to any ancient Egyptian spirits, calling on them for support. Thoth is who came to mind, just with a lot of wisdom and knowledge. But you're backed by a lot of wise energy, wise beings. And look, we have the career. So maybe you're a channel for spirit, or maybe you channel a deity. Maybe that's your gift, and that really bothers people because that's not normal. But you are so in your flow state, and you just know that that's what is. And you can't you can't change somebody else's opinions, but you can continue to stand in your truth and in your light and your gifts. The Archangel Lavender, prepare for soul healing, forgive and release everyone. Yes. So another thing that you can rely on is just letting go and surrendering and just forgiveness for yourself, forgiveness for others, but just finding inner peace and just finding your stability within, I think is going to be huge for you, pile number 3. I think you are a healer. I think healing's going to come to you. Huge shifts. You're on track. This is beautiful. Okay, so Spirit, are there any additional messages here for pile number 3 that will best support them? Anything that we've not currently talked about? Messages that they need most? Thank you. Anything else? Let's start with these. King of Wands. Wow. Okay, you are creative. You are a creative powerhouse. We have the Lion again, so you could be working with, you could be a Leo, you could be working with your inner child, Leo, sun energy, bringing in different creative ideas, things that aren't what people already have. You're again a mover and a shaker, a leader, a visionary, helping to bring in new ideas and concepts to help people in the world. This is what you're here to do. Yes, 3 of Swords, healing wounds, inner child wounds, unlocking wounds of the hearts for people. I really feel like you're doing this, pile 3, through your own trials. It's been a journey. It's been a slow and steady journey, but I do want to let you know that with the Knight of Wands, it just feels like, I feel like you're the Knight of Wands. Like you are going to be perceived as someone who's like coming in as this knight in shining armor. Yes, with your intuition. Wow, I love it. Oh, wow. Okay, so we have the High Priestess and we have the Queen of Pentacles. So your creative gifts, you have these, and I think it's because you have been through your challenges to help you with identifying what your gifts are. And these challenges and this pain, as you release them, even though it's been a process, maybe it's taking a little bit of time and commitment, things you've really looked back on the past, as you continue to surrender, heal, find peace with everything, and be in the present moment, allow everything to flow, you're going to shine like a knight in shining armor. Things are going to move so quick for you because you see things. You are the channel. You are the intuitive. You are the medium. You are the clairvoyant. You see things that not everyone sees. And I think that's going to bring you such a just strength, stability, financial abundance. Like you are creating your own empire. So if you've had issues or people with work in the past historically that have just not vibed with you because you shared your truth, or because, sometimes people are afraid of the truth and can be really not very nice and lash out and cause pain because they don't like the boat rocked. They don't like, sometimes visionary leaders scare people. And I feel like you've just stayed the course. You've just remained persistent and you've trusted. And because of this loyalty, I do feel like things are going to move forward. And when they do, it's going to happen fast. You don't have to force this. You can flow, and flow can be quick. Let's see. Any other remarks, comments, guidance, information, please, Spirit? I keep looking at the Queen of Pentacles card. So could you elaborate on the Queen of Pentacles and this wealth, this financial abundance, this gift that they are? Your queen, your King of Wands, your creative spark is going to bring you abundance and stability. You're just navigating through the wilderness right now. Okay, so that's why it's taking you some time and some learning, some lessons, and you're going through the whole experience, the whole journey, because the best healers, the best light workers, the best experiences come from those who have walked the journey, walked the path, and now are way showers. If you don't know how to navigate the forest, how can you be a leader and a way shower for others? You're doing this by example. This is going to bring you a lot of lush abundance. The forest is abundant. There's so much in the forest. The sword. This has helped you understand polarity. This has helped you understand what's for you and what's not for you. This has helped you know your truth, what's not your truth, what you resonate with, what you don't. My candle is, I know it doesn't look like it's out, it looks like it's out, but the fire is still burning. Even though it looks like it's out, it just went out. So I feel like, know that, what does this tell me? It's putting an end to something. For like we're coming to an end. Whatever that fire was, it went out and it's coming to an end for good reason, so we can reignite a fire. I feel like we, as part of this energy work, as part of this healing, we need a new candle. So let me grab a new candle, because this feels like it's this is like a healing or a ritual or something that's very important to this reading. So I'm going to honor that, because you are reigniting your fire. And look how strong it is. Fresh and new, grounded energy. I mean, this is like you're coming back as a new person from this experience with so much knowledge and wisdom that now you can use to help bring you lots of abundance. You're abundant in knowledge. Yes, you are the rainbow bridge. You are the channel. You are the link to spirit. They're extending you extend a helping hand to others. Oh my God, we had that bridge too. Here, your soul path. You're so connected to spirit. This is helping you go from one place to another. This is helping you grow, pile number 3, in just crazy ways. Yes, to find your people, to find your tribe, to find where you fit. The empty room, the void. What the heck? What the heck? The flame, really? Wow, I have chills. The tear, the mountain, the bardo, and the vision. Oh my God, this is beautiful. Wow. Oh my God. Okay. File number 3. You are first very, very connected and gifted to spirit, and you have a gorgeous, gorgeous light. You're being protected. Your light and the essence of who you are is protected. The grief and the challenges that you've experienced, again, these trials and what you keep showing up and sharing your resilience with, is helping you to hone your spiritual gifts and to be able to be a way shower for others, because the mountain that you've climbed is going to absolutely make you your worth and your value is just priceless. Like, you are invaluable. Like, I can't, it's really hard for me to express this into words, because it's like you're being given a blank slate to start brand new. We had the flame go out. We relit the flame. You're releasing something. You're almost to the very, very top, because you're seeing now the inside of you, and like the value of your work, being in the middle of the transition, and it's all going to come together. All of these experiences are pulling together something so beautiful. I mean, we have the mountain within this vision. So you would not have been able to have your vision manifested without climbing this mountain. So know that you've not been going through these challenges without purpose. You're very spiritually guided and protected. You're very much held in high regard from spirit, and to know that you don't have to try so hard. Let go, flow, and trust spirit has got you, because what you want, spirit has something everything you want and more, Spirit's bringing to you. It's coming together. Just keep trusting, keep following the breadcrumbs, keep taking one step at a time. And if you have to pause to have a little lunch break on the mountain, have a little sip of water, take a little siesta, like, do it, because just because you pause doesn't mean you have given up or you're quitting. Sometimes we need to be, and the Bardo is all about the in between. It's not the physical and it's not the spiritual realm. It's like the limbo phase. And so it just tells me again, like, if you're journeying and honing your spiritual gifts, or if you're you see, if I would be absolutely, you have to be a seer of something. There's no, like, this to me just is like, your clairvoyance has to be unbelievable, because you help ignite the way for other people. So your spiritual gifts and the creative things that you bring to the world, pile 3, are just like gorgeous. Just say yes to them. Just continue to be your pillar of light. Be at peace within yourself. Connect to source, remain connected to them, trust that you're doing everything right and moving in the right direction. Use your discernment. Know that these experiences were here to teach you how to use your gifts in a way that's going to be of service to others, and just know that you're on track. Keep going. And it's not your job to fix anybody. It's not your job to heal people. Let people come to you. Let people see you. Just be the vessel. Just be the container for the healing. You don't have to do anything. This is Spirit's job. Pile number 3. Look at you. You are a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous being of light. Thank you so much for your gifts that you're here to share with the world, to share Spirit's words and healing and abilities, however you channel that energy. Just thank you. I would love to hear in the comments below how you are of service to humanity using these beautiful spiritual gifts. This is awesome. If you feel called to like or share or subscribe to my channel, you will get notified every time I post a video. I'd love for you to be a part of this gorgeous community and share your light with us, because it's beautiful. And I'm excited to hear about your reignition and just how you're sharing this with others. Keep going. You got this, pile number 3. You are so, so, so very loved. You are love. Be that love. I love you, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.